Group Case Study Presentation, presented by Rachel Montoya, Elizabeth Alaga, and Charlotte Smith. Team recording. Access our full team presentation with voiceover narration on YouTube. The recording includes a complete visual walkthrough of our case study analysis delivered by all team members. How to access. Visit the YouTube link provided below to view the full presentation recording. Introduction, background, and context. The case of Shannon Phillips involves Starbucks firing their white regional director after its employees had arrested two males at Starbucks coffee shop in Philadelphia in 2018. Shannon stated that the termination was not related to her role in the incident and sued the company for wrongful termination based on her race. The federal jury concluded that race played an integral part in the decision and ordered the company to pay Phillips $25.6 million in damages. Another court order added $2.7 million in back pay and other types of compensation for the total settlement of $28.3 million. Context, case study, background, and setting. Industry setting. The incident occurred within the coffee retail service industry, wherein relationship management with customers, behavior of employees, and reputation of the brand becomes crucial. Due to the numerous interaction between employees, customers, and communities in Starbucks, communication and inclusiveness become vital for establishing trust. Key stakeholders. Starbucks executives. They handle the crisis and provide the response to the company. Employees. They underwent racial bias training and affected customer services. Customer and communities. Their expectations were focused on handling of discriminatory cases. Civil rights experts and advisors. They helped develop and evaluate the training program. Media and public organization. They heightened awareness.
Communication challenges identified in the Starbucks case are failure to reply in a timely manner. Customers and stakeholders felt the late reply 5 days after the incident showed avoidance and also a lack of empathy. Crisis communication on social media. Videos of the arrests filmed and posted by customers in the store spread quickly and brought national attention to the incident, forcing Starbucks to reply publicly in a live environment. Investigation and accountability. Partly due to viral videos of the incident on social media, Starbucks had to take responsibility before a full investigation could be completed. Rebuild trust. The slow responses and poor communication left customers skeptical about their ability to succeed. Communication success. CEO Kevin Johnson issued a personal apology when interviewed on Good Morning America, traveled to Philadelphia to meet with the men who were arrested, and stores were closed so employees could attend racial bias training. Communication methods analysis. Starbucks used a collaborative dialogue approach instead of traditional corporate statements. Since Starbucks is still in business, these methods, while slow to start, were effective. Gaps and strengths. The biggest strength was the statement from the CEO, and the biggest weakness was the slow, insensitive response. Effectiveness of the communication approaches. The lack of communication from the start was damaging to Starbucks. The public statement from the CEO was the first step in taking ownership of the situation. Other communication methods include press releases, face-to-face meetings, and video messages. Together, these methods help Starbucks rebuild trust after the crisis.
Impact of communication on the outcome. How communication affected the outcome. The communication breakdown at the store directly influenced the outcome. Rather than having a respectful conversation with the customers, employees escalated the situation by calling the police. Once the video went viral, millions of people criticized Starbucks, causing serious damage to the company's reputation. Poor communication between Starbucks employees and the two customers escalated a situation that could have been resolved peacefully. Employees chose to involve police instead of explaining the store's policies or speaking with the customers first. A customer recorded the arrest, and the video spread quickly across social media. The incident sparked nationwide conversations about racial bias, discrimination,
Response
and
and
long-term
long-term
impact. Although Starbucks' initial communication failed, the company later responded by apologizing publicly, providing racial bias training, and changing company policies. These actions helped rebuild trust, but later legal cases demonstrated that organizations must continually work to improve communication and fairness. CEO Kevin Johnson issued a public apology and accepted responsibility. Starbucks met with the two men involved to discuss the incident. More than 8,000 Starbucks stores closed for racial bias training. The company updated its customer policies to make stores more welcoming even after these actions. Later lawsuits showed Starbucks continued facing challenges involving fairness and communication. Lessons learned. This case teaches business that effective communication involves more than following company policies. Employees need training in listening, empathy, and respectful conflict resolution to prevent misunderstandings and create positive customer experiences. Employees should communicate respectfully before escalating conflicts. Businesses should provide ongoing diversity and communication training. Policies should be communicated clearly and applied consistently to every customer. Managers should encourage active listening and empathy when handling concerns. Organizations should respond quickly, honestly, and transparently during a crisis. Conclusion. Overall, communication played a major role in both creating and resolving this crisis. Organizations that communicate openly, fairly, and respectfully are better prepared to build trust with customers and successfully manage difficult situations. The Starbucks Philadelphia incident shows how ineffective communication can quickly become a national crisis. Poor communication and unconscious bias damage customer trust and Starbucks' reputation. The company apology, policy changes, and racial bias training demonstrated the importance of accountability. This case reminds business that respectful, fair, and transparent communication is essential for maintaining customer trust and preventing similar situations. The Starbucks case demonstrates that communication is not just about what is said, it's also about how people are treated. Effective communication, empathy, and consistent application of policies can prevent conflicts from escalating into public crisis.